Alright guys, welcome back to another series video here on my channel. Today we are talking about MyFitnessPal and how to use it. Alright, so out of the last video that I posted last Monday, the biggest question that I got was how to use MyFitnessPal. So I thought I'd use this slot to talk about it a little bit further. Alright, MyFitnessPal is an app and a website that you can use to track your foods, whether it be for dieting, whether it be for general health, or anything. You can track your macro intake, so your calories, you can check your vegetable intake, you can track your supplement intake, you can track absolutely anything, and it's got thousands and thousands upon foods that you will need and consume throughout the day. So how you use it is simple. First of all, you need to set some goals before you start this MyFitnessPal journey. So what you do is jump onto my last video and start watching that and understand how to determine what calorie intake you're kind of needing and wanting. So you can either be in maintenance, deficit, or surplus, and that dictates how many calories you need. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide of how I would set it up and how that I advise clients to set up and all that kind of stuff, so you get the understanding firsthand. I'm going to do it the best I can. I tried to record it on my computer, but it didn't look very well over the camera, so wanted to jump back on here and make sure it was as good as I possibly can give it for you guys. So what you want to do is click the More section, and once you've clicked the More section, you want to go down to Goals. And once you've set goals, clicked on goals, you want to input your weight and do all that kind of stuff, which will again dictate how many calories you can have. You can let MyFitnessPal do it, but you can also click the formula below on a website that I've used in the past, and that will help you determine how many calories you need. Then what you do is you put in your current weight, and then you put your goal weight, and then move down to your weekly goal. So I don't do the dramatic kind of things that other people might do. I always kind of look for 0.5 to a kilo a week of body fat, and then you put in how active you are and how much physical output you're doing throughout the day. Also remember, when you put this through, if you do a physical job, or you're a personal trainer, or you're on your feet all day, you have to factor that in as well, because again, any expenditure your body is doing is burning calories, so you've got to put that into it as well. The thing that we want to focus on though is the calorie and macronutrients goals. This is where you're going to put on those goals that you would have done in the last video. So at the moment, on the screen here is what I'm doing, and this is what this video is going to be off, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. But again, you can input any calories that you need, and it will work out the percentages as well. So the percentages is key, and this is the important thing that I want to talk about, is that if you want to go into a deficit, you want to have different kind of percentages that you would if you want to put on lean muscle, or you want to gain weight, if that makes sense. Now that we've had the breakdown of our calories, you want to make sure you focus on your protein intake first, and then go carbs and fats after that. Why? Because protein is the building blocks to muscle, and you don't want to lose muscle while losing weight. So some people will just go crazy and do all these different things, but the main objective of losing weight is to lose fat instead of muscle. Okay, so making sure that your protein is taken care of first, and then going carbs and fats allows the process to be nice and safe for you guys, and make sure that when you are lean and shredded, you have a lot of muscle left over rather than fat. So I always go 1 gram of protein to every 1 kilo of muscle mass, or even you could go anywhere to 2 grams. You can be a little bit higher in protein, because again, you want to protect your muscles as much as you can. So now that we've got our protein, carbs and fats sorted, and we've got our calories allocated, and we've logged everything in, we're ready to go. But the biggest step and the biggest thing that people do wrong is they don't track their foods. Okay, so like I said in the previous video, if you don't track your foods, you don't track everything, you have no accountability, and you can't remember what you've done. Don't expect yourself to remember a whole day's worth of eating, because you will leave things out. That is just human nature. So the biggest question I get as well is, how do I track it, and how can I stay accountable? So what I'm going to do now is overlay some video of how to track foods. So what you can do is, I've got a protein tub here, just a normal whey protein, and this is how I track it. So you can either do 2 ways. You can look up the brand of food, or you can use the barcode. So using the barcode means that you're product is going to be exactly what's in front of you rather than looking at online, because there's a lot of different supplements out there, there's a lot of different foods, especially in America and overseas. If you're based in New Zealand, you know what I mean. But using the barcode just allows you to be a little bit more accurate and accountable for what you have as well. Also, it gives you the recommended intake, so you don't even have to worry about that. So what it looks like is when you scan the barcode, it will come up with the name of the brand and what it is, and the allocated one serving. So for instance, one serving of Optimum Whey Gold Standard protein is about 30 grams or 24 grams of protein, and that comes up like that. And then you can either dictate what you're having, you can go into the food group, you can add exercise, you can add weight, you can add what your water consumption is. So first of all, every morning that I weigh myself while I'm dieting, I add my weight in just so I remember, and I don't have to look back on the vlogs to understand what my weight was in the morning. First of all, you want to click on food, dictate whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner or snacks. So for instance, if I have a protein with my oats in the morning, I will click on breakfast, but if I was to just have a normal shake, I'd add it into snacks. So when you're into the screen, it comes up search food, or there's a little barcode symbol on the top right hand corner. So what you want to do is click that barcode symbol and then find the barcode on the protein, and then all you have to do is line up the square with the barcode, and then it automatically searches for the allocated product that you use the barcode for. But another way you can do it, that if the barcode for instance doesn't work like it just did then, you can just go into the search bar and then search Optimum Whey, there we go, whey protein, and then do it from there. So what will happen, and what I love about MyFitnessPal, is that it comes up with everything broken down. So for a statistic person like me, it's really good, and it gives you a really good teaching point. For instance, if I was teaching a client how to use it and understand what the foods were and what carbs, fats and proteins are. However, also it uses your frequently paired foods. So for instance, if you have oats protein and blueberries or mixed fruits like I have every morning, it comes up with the exact same stuff that you would have had consistently over a long period of 7 days. So it saves you that time as well. And then all you have to do is, once you've done that, you just click this plus symbol or the tick symbol in the top right hand corner, and we'll add it to the total of your overall day of eating. It'll take it off the remaining calories in the top right hand corner, and it will show you how many calories you've got left as well. Also, it just gives you a breakdown of what you've had over the course of the whole day. So now that you know how to log it, what is there else that what's the tips and tricks that I've used in the past to make it more effective and more of a great app? Considering it's a free app, you want to take as many advantages as possible. So one thing I can recommend is that when you're making meals that you make all the time, you can click on this little tab says meals, and you can create a meal. So for instance, like I said, if I have oats all the time, you can just add all these different things and search the ingredients and then add meals. So all you have to do is, when you're making another drop or another log into your diary, you can just go to that specific meal and drop it in instead of looking for the foods like you would have to do every morning. And especially if you're doing a long duration of a diet, that'll get a little bit tedious. So what you can do at the end of the day, if you want to check over what you've done and how you've done over the day, and if you've achieved your targets, you can click on the green symbol that represents how many calories you have left, and it gives you a complete breakdown of your whole entire day of eating from a statistical point. So for instance, so far I've had a total of 142 grams of protein, but my goal was 203. So I've got 61 grams of protein left. So for instance, that's important from a dieting point of view, because if you've got 61 grams of protein left, you've got enough protein to have another meal, if that makes sense, if that goes along with the calorie intake. But you can see I'm 20 grams over carbohydrates, and then I've also got 41 grams of fat remaining as well. So it also gives you a breakdown of how many vitamins you've had, how much calcium, and all these different things, to see if you need to increase that kind of micronutrients as well as that macronutrients. So yeah, that is my breakdown of MyFitnessPal. Of course there will be questions and there will be things that I might have missed, other people have been asking for, so this is the time to ask those questions now. So I want you to drop a comment down below if there was anything that I missed that you wanted to focus on, and because this is a Monday series and this is going to continue for the duration that you guys want it to continue, I want you guys starting to pick the topics. So what I want you to do now is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you guys want to see next Monday in this video as well, because this series is completely for you guys. I take what my clients are asking me at work and then I make it into a video so you guys on Monday can come back and watch it. But I want your feedback and I want this channel to be as interactive as possible, so make sure you comment what you want to see next week, and if you have any questions, drop a comment below or flick me an email. Link is in the description. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course I'll see you in the next one.
Do you think we could find our way back home?